Hello everyone, welcome to the session. How are you doing? Let's wait for about 3 or 4 minutes. Let everyone join in and then we start the session, okay? Let's wait for about 3 or 4 minutes. Let everyone join in. Hello, hi. We're waiting for everyone to join in. Let's wait for 3 or 4 minutes. How are you doing? Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Let people join in. Come on, everyone. Yeah, let's wait for another minute. Let people join in. Hi Shivam, how are you? Welcome to the session. How are you doing today? Okay, just a minute more. Come on, almost there. 30 seconds more. Okay. Chaliye. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform that gives you a world of courses, resources, content, live and recorded sessions to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Welcome to today's session. Also, I'd like to welcome you to crack CA exams with us, which is a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their journey and pursuit of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. So come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Welcome to the session once again. Before we proceed, a brief introduction about the speaker today. Hello, I'm Prathik Gupta. I'm a Bachelor of Commerce from Christ College, Bangalore University. I'm an Associate Member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, an Associate Member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and an Associate Member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and also a law graduate from Karnataka State Law University. I'm currently a practicing Chartered Accountant and also a visiting faculty for CA subjects and an educator for CA students, both offline and online. Prior to starting on my own, I worked with SR Bartley Boy and Associates, that is an Indian member firm of Ernst & Young Global in the Audit and Assurance Department. And then I went on to work with Ernst & Young India, EY India, in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department. And then finally I went on to work with the Manipal Group in Bangalore as the corporate controller of their Indian entity as well as their German subsidiary located in Frankfurt, Germany. And it was only after I got back from Frankfurt, Germany that I decided to start something on my own. And that also gave me an opportunity to become an educator, which in turn has given me this opportunity today to take this session for you young and bright CA aspirants. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you find my session useful. Anytime during the session, in case you have any questions, queries, observations, or discussions to be made, please feel free to drop in a line, and I will take up the matter for discussion or problem solving as soon as I can. I'd also like to draw your attention to my name, which is Prathik Gupta, Prathik. There is an additional H here, which most people miss out when they spell my name, and that is the reason why they do not find my sessions on the YouTube channel, as well as the special classes on the Unacademy Learning app. So it is Prathik Gupta. Sorry. Okay, so using this name Prathik Gupta, you can look me up on YouTube to find all my hundreds of hours of sessions, as well as, or you can find my hundreds of hours of special classes on the Unacademy Learning app that will help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All right, are we clear? Okay, like I told you, Unacademy caters to you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination to 3 platforms. That is your YouTube, special class, and the Plus platform. While YouTube and special classes are absolutely free of cost, but they provide to you immense value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. YouTube sessions are what you're watching right now. All you need to do is just open your YouTube and type in Prathik Gupta, Prathik Gupta, and you will find all my sessions on YouTube channel waiting for you to use them to benefit yourself for the preparation of CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. Similarly, special classes are conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, more about which I will tell you more as we move on. But they are also absolutely free of cost, but they provide immense amount of value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Let's talk about the Plus platform of Unacademy, which is the premium platform of Unacademy and also a payment-based subscription model, which has various subscription packages for the various examinations that you may face. So more about those packages in the following slides. But in this slide, I will tell you about why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible. Firstly, you get daily live classes where you get to chat with your educator, engage in discussions, ask your doubts and answer polls, all this while the class is going on. Sorry. Okay, yes, you heard that right. All this while the class is going on. You do not need to wait for the end of the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of hours after the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of days after the class. You do not need to wait for a weekend after the class. Neither do you need to wait to fix an appointment with your educator. You can clear your doubts and discuss with your educator then and there as the class is going on a real-time basis. It's as good as you put your hand up in a real classroom and your educator answers your questions or has discussions with you. It's as simple as that. The second reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the live tests and quizzes. These live tests and quizzes evaluate your preparation with the regular mock tests and quizzes and get detailed analysis of your performance. So the Plus platform of Unacademy conducts various live tests and quizzes and mock tests at regular intervals to get a detailed analysis and evaluation of your performance, which simply means, now you might wonder why this preparation and analysis is important. So let me tell you that whenever you prepare for a professional examination, it is very important for you to take a stock of your preparations from time to time, so that you know your level of preparation, so that you know your areas in which you're prepared, in areas which you require more preparation, in areas you might require external help. So basically the Plus platform helps to identifying your preparation or breaking down your preparation into three areas, which is your strong areas, your not so strong areas, and your weak areas, so that whatever limited preparation time you have, you can use that time on those areas accordingly. Which means whatever limited time can be used in these three areas accordingly. In the sense, more time on your weak areas, a little lesser time on your not so strong areas, and less time on your strong areas, until a time comes when your not so strong areas and your weak areas eventually become your strong areas. Thereby, the Plus platform of Unacademy ensures minimum wastage of your valuable time and maximum utilization of your time in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. The third reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the structured courses, as all our courses are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it, which simply means all the Plus courses on the Plus platform of Unacademy are prepared in line or keeping in mind your exam syllabus, so that once you complete a Plus course on the Plus platform, you can rest assured that you've completed the syllabus of your examination without missing out on any important or major point. And lastly and most importantly, why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the unlimited access it provides to you, which means the one subscription to the Plus platform gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which simply means the one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes, all the live and recorded Plus courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which means you can watch these sessions from your mobile phones, laptop, tablet, or desktop, as the case may be, and you can watch them 24/7 whenever you feel like. There are no timing restrictions like 10 to 4, 10 to 5, 10 to 6, 10 to 3, nothing like that. 24/7 these resources are available to you, and whenever you feel like studying, you can just pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy learning app, and start your preparations. And also these live and recorded sessions are available to you at any location, whether you're at home, whether you're in college, whether you're at work, whether you're traveling from work to home, or college to home, or home to college or work, or you're waiting for someone's meeting, or you're in your native place, or you're on a vacation and you want to study. You can just pull out your mobile phones, log into the Unacademy learning app, and start your preparation without any restriction or hesitation. All you require is an internet connection or a data plan, which all of us are blessed with today. So keeping all these advantages in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. All right, please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's move on. Like we spoke in the previous slide about the plus courses and the special classes, please remember all those are available on an app called the Unacademy Learning app. So for all of you who have downloaded the Unacademy Learning app and are using it, I thank you very much, and I request your support in the future as well. And for those of you who have not yet downloaded the Unacademy Learning app, I request you to go to your Play Store, download the Unacademy Learning app, put in your mobile number where you will get an OTP. Using that OTP, you can register on the Unacademy Learning app. It is as simple as that, with no lengthy or complicated procedures. It's as simple as that. So now you might ask me, okay, I have downloaded, installed and registered on the Unacademy Learning app. So what? So let me tell you that the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you, and it also gives you access to all the live and recorded plus courses that Unacademy provides to you in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright, so I request all of you to download the Unacademy Learning app, register on it using your mobile number and OTP, and start using the innumerable number of resources that is present on the Unacademy Learning app to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examination. And I also request you to spread the word around you in your known circles to help to download the Unacademy Learning app, help them install it on their phones, help them register on it using their mobile number and OTP so that they too can use all the available resources on the Unacademy Learning app to help them in their preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright, and in case you have any questions while doing so, you can always click on the chat with us button and we will assist you with the further formalities. Alright, please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's proceed. Now, like I told you about the Plus platform of Unacademy being the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model and which has various subscription packages for the various examinations. Accordingly, the CA Foundation and Intermediate subscription packages provided by the Plus platform of Unacademy are as follows. The packages provided are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. The 1 month package costs you 3,500. The 3 months package costs you rupees 8,750. The 6 months package costs you rupees 14,000. The 12 months package costs you rupees 17,500. And the 24 months package costs you rupees 21,000 rupees. Now please remember all these are the listed price. So before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. So the after discount price of the various packages are as follows. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3,150. The 3 months package will cost you rupees 7,875. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 15,750, and the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see immediately you get a 10% savings when you use my code Pratik. Alright, now I will recommend you to start off with a 12 months or 24 months package for a start for 2 reasons. Firstly, it is cost effective. If you compare the per month cost of the 12 months package and the 24 months package with the 1 month package cost, you will see that you're getting great savings, cost savings almost immediately. And secondly, and most importantly, since the CA Foundation and Intermediate course is provided to you on one package, that is the 12 months or the 24 months package, a 12 or 24 months package will be very beneficial for you as it covers the duration of both your courses, that is the CA Foundation and the Intermediate, as it normally takes about a minimum of 1 year's time for you to prepare and clear the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So if you're getting a package that is 12 months or 24 months that covers the entire duration of both your courses, that is CA Foundation and CA Intermediate, at a very cost-effective price, I think that is a very good option. But having said this, you're free to choose the package of your choice. But before you make the payment, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. Alright? You can also use the no-cost EMI options available for 6 months, 12 months and 24 months subscription packages, just in case you do not wish to make the entire payment at one shot. The payment options available to you are internet banking, debit card, credit card, and also all the coins that you've accumulated by watching the special classes can be redeemed when you make the payment for the Plus courses. Alright, so keeping all these packages, discounts and offers in mind, and also the advantages that we spoke about in the previous slide, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about a minute, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Take about a minute, go through this. Please do not forget to use my code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. Prathik. Alright, any questions, please ask me. Okay, like I told you, the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to provide to you. Here are the snapshots of few of the many special classes that I've conducted on the Unacademy Learning app and which you can use to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. There are special classes on revision test paper, Sale of Goods Act, Indian Contracts Act, the Companies Act, Fundamentals of Accounting, Retirement of Partner, Admission of Partner, Death of Partner, Valuation of Inventories, Revision of Final Accounts of Entities, Revision on Sale of Goods and Approval on Return Basis. There are lots of other sessions on the Unacademy Learning app, so please log into the Unacademy Learning app. Go to my profile, that is Prathik Gupta, Prathik, and you will see the hundreds of hours of special classes there, which are meant to be there to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. So please use them as much as you can and benefit from them, and let me know in case you have any questions after viewing them. Okay, please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Okay, and here are the links to few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app that you can make use of. You can either click on these links or copy and paste these links on your browser to take you directly to the Unacademy Learning app and my special class so that you can use them. So there are special classes on the Indian Contracts Act, Sale of Goods Act, the Indian Partnership Act, the Limited Liability Partnership Act, the Companies Act, Basics of Communication, Accounting Concepts, Revision Test Papers, and many more special classes. So like I said, go on to the Unacademy Learning app, log into my profile Prathik Gupta, Prathik, and you can see all these sessions there waiting to be used by you for your preparation in the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Okay, now here is the schedule for the next few days. We are currently here. Okay, and we are currently here. It was supposed to be at 9 p.m. today, but I've got it done at 5 p.m. And then we have the next tomorrow, day after tomorrow, where we are going to continue with revision test papers May 2020 and revision test papers May 2019. And on top, we're going to have quizzes. We're having a lot of quizzes in the special classes on economics. Okay, so that will be 13, 14, 15. We'll have a quiz at 6:30, 6:30, 6:30. All right, so I request all of you to be there and participate in the quiz as well as attend the YouTube sessions and gain from them. Please take about a minute, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, so let's start off with discussion on revision test papers May 2020 part 2. Part 1 was done yesterday. So how we will do it is I will read the question, explain the question to you, read the answer, explain the answer to you, give you about 2 or 3 minutes and to understand, and then ask me any questions that you may have. Okay, so we will not do the topics that we've done yesterday. We've finished with question 1. We've done with question 2. Question 3 was done as well. Question 4 was done as well yesterday. And we will continue or start with question number 5. Question number 5, okay. The basic rule is that the promiser must perform exactly what he has promised to perform. Explain stating the obligation of parties to contracts. Okay, so the question is, the basic rule is that the promiser must perform exactly what he has promised to perform. Explain stating the obligation of parties to contract. Okay, so let's look at the answer. Obligations of parties to contract, section 37 of the Indian Contracts Act 1872. The parties to a contract must either perform or offer to perform their respective promises unless such performance is dispensed with or excused under the provisions of the Contract Act or any other law. Promises bind the representatives of the promiser in case the death of such promiser before performance, unless a contrary intention appears from the contract. Okay, so basically, when a contract is entered into and one person promises to another to do something, then they are supposed to complete that promise. They cannot back out from their promise, and in case they do back out from the promise, then that will give the other person an opportunity for legal remedy. And in case any person has made a promise and he passes away or he dies before the promise is performed, then unless there is a contrary agreement between them, the survivors of the or representatives of the promiser shall perform the promise that the promiser had made. Okay, so this is the general thing of obligations of parties to contract. Okay, so they have to fulfill their promise. Now let's look at an example. A promises to deliver goods to B on a certain day on payment of rupees 1 lakh. A dies before that day. A's representatives are bound to deliver the goods to B, and B is bound to pay rupees 1 lakh to A's representatives. Okay, so A and B had entered into a contract where A promised to deliver goods to B on a certain day for a payment of rupees 1 lakh. But before A could deliver the goods to B, A died. So A's representatives are bound to deliver the goods to B, and B is bound to pay rupees 1 lakh to A's representatives. Okay, so that is the obligation to fulfill their part of promises. Example 2. A promises to paint a picture for B on a certain day at a certain price. A dies before that day. The contract cannot be enforced either by A's representative or by B because it involves use of personal skill. So if you look at the above example, A had to deliver goods and he passed away before that. So A's representatives could deliver the goods to B. But in case A promises to paint a picture for B, now if A dies before he could paint the picture, it's not possible for A's representatives to draw the picture of B because it involves a personal skill. So in that case, the representatives of A are not supposed to fulfill the promise that A had made. Alright? Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. I'm giving you time to read it, understand it, and then ask me any questions that you may have. Let me know. All right. Shivam, I'll give you another minute or so. Please read it. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's proceed to the question number 6. Okay, what do you mean by quantum merit? And state the cases where the claim for quantum merit arises. So the next question is, what do you mean by quantum merit, and explain the cases where the claim for quantum merit arises. Okay, so answer: quantum merit, where one person has rendered service to another in circumstances which indicate an understanding between them that it is to be paid for, although no particular remuneration has been fixed. The law will infer a promise to pay. Quantum merit, that is, as much as the party doing the service has deserved. It covers a case where the party injured by breach had at the time of breach done part but not all of the work which he is bound to do under the contract, and seeks to be compensated for the value of work done for the application of this doctrine. Two conditions must be fulfilled. It is only available if the original contract has been discharged. The claim must be brought by a party not in default. Okay, so see, whenever there is a contract between two people and a person, and there is a breach of a contract by either one, or there is a discharge of a contract, then obviously that there may be a situation where one of the parties has done 60%, 70%, 40%, 30% of the work or their obligations, right? So quantum merit simply means whenever the situation like this comes, whether there is a breach of a contract or a contract is discharged, then whatever percentage of work or promise has been performed by one party, he is obligated to be compensated for that. So if he's done 40%, 50%, 60% work, for that 40, 50, 60%, he is supposed to get a compensation. Okay, now this is possible only if the original contract has been discharged either by breach or by agreement between the parties, and the claim must be brought by a party not in default. Okay, so whichever party is not the one that is carried on the breach of contract, then they need to, that party cannot do it. Okay. Hi Nitish, what happened? How can I help you? बताइए क्या हुआ? What happened, Nitish? You there? Okay, the object of allowing a claim on quantum merit is to recompensate the party or person for a value of work which he has done. Damages are compensatory in nature while quantum merit is restitutory. It is but reasonable compensation awarded on implication of contract to revenue. Okay, so that is what I told you. So whenever there is a breach of contract, and so the other party, whatever work they have done, percentage of work they've done, they are supposed to get or obligated to get compensated for that amount of work. Okay, please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. I'm taking it nice and easy so that you understand what you're going through. Okay, the claim for quantum merit arises in the following cases. Okay, so in the following cases, a claim for quantum merit arises. Now let's look at the cases. Okay, A, when an agreement is discovered to be void or when the contract becomes void. Okay, so let's say there was a contract that was entered into and subsequently they discovered it to be void, or when the contract subsequently becomes void due to impossibility of performance, then whatever percentage either party has done, then they have to compensate the other party for that one. Hello Mukund, how are you? Nice to see you. How are you doing? How's studies going on? Mukund, how's studies going on? All well? Okay, so that's the first case. Second case, when something is done without any intention to do so gratuitously. So when someone actually helps you or someone offers you necessities and something without the intention of actually doing it for free or doing it for charitable purpose, then you're supposed to recompensate him for whatever he has done. So that is what do you mean by this? Without any intention to do so gratuitously. Okay. So C, when there is an express or implied contract to render. All right, nice to hear, Mukund. All the best. Okay, when there is an express or implied contract to render services, but there is no agreement so as to remuneration. Okay, so at times what happens? There is an express or implied agreement to provide certain services or something, but the contract does not speak about remuneration. So in that case, it is automatically understood that whatever amount of work another person puts in as services, he has to be compensated for that. Okay. When one party abandons or refuses to perform the contract, so let's say there is a contract between two people and subsequently after a certain point of time any one of the party refuses or there is a breach of contract from one of the parties, then the party that is suffering due to such a breach of contract by the other party has a right to quantum merit. That means he can always come up and say, I have done this amount of work, so please compensate me for that. Okay, then the next question, next point. Where a contract is divisible and the party not in default has enjoyed the benefit of part performance. Okay, so there is a contract to do a lot of things and all the subject matter of the contract is not divisible. That means it cannot be separated. So it has to be accepted as a package. In that case, again, quantum merit is applicable. All right. Then, when an indivisible contract for a lump sum is completely performed but badly, the person who has performed the contract can claim the lump sum, but the other party can make a deduction for bad work. Okay, so let's say a contract was to build a wall for rupees 5 lakhs. Okay, the wall was built, but the wall was built very badly, very bad quality. So the other person who builds the wall actually then sends a bill for 5 lakhs. So the person to whom the bill is sent, he can always say, no, it's made of very bad quality and I'm not paying you 5 lakhs. I'll pay you 3 lakhs or I'll pay you 2 lakhs. Okay, so there also it is quantum merit. Please take 2 minutes, go through this slide. Any questions, please ask me. And let me know once you're done. Please take 2 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. And let me know once you're done. Please read it carefully, read it slowly. No hurry. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Just 1 second, just let me get some water. वो डाल के 15 मिनट देखिए अपना देखो नहीं लेकिन कब देखा कब नहीं अभी आपका ऐड नहीं हुआ है आपने कुछ गलत किया रहेगा कोड नहीं डाला होगा हाँ वो अनलॉक करने के लिए हाँ वीडियो तो लॉन्ग है you have to walk only for 15 to 16 minutes बस अभी और किसी के नंबर से कर रहे हो क्या एक बार देखो फिर कर लो एक बार कोड वोड मेरे ख्याल से एक बार कर लिया तो कोड मांगेगा नहीं तो अगर किसी और के नंबर से भी कर रहे हो देन इट विल आस्क यू फॉर कोड हाँ कर दो एक बार लेकिन आपके नंबर से एक ही बार काउंट होगा तो आप डू इट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट नंबर नहीं मैं देख रहा हूँ ठीक है मैं चेक करता हूँ आप एक बार फिर कर लो एक बार और अगर ठीक अगर कोड हाँ वही अगर कोड डाला हुआ है देन इट शुड कम देख लीजिए आप कर लीजिए ट्राई कर लीजिए और एक तो ना ठीक है दूसरे नंबरों से भी हो तो ट्राई कर लीजिए थैंक यू yeah sorry okay are we done let's move on to the next slide then question number 7 okay explain the meaning of contingent contract and state the rules relating to such contracts okay so the next this is quite a popular question in the examinations as well explain the meaning of contingent contracts and state the rules relating to such contracts answer essential characteristics of a contingent contract a contract may be absolute or contingent A contract is said to be absolute when the promisor undertakes to perform the contract in all events. A contingent contract, on the other hand, is contract to do or not to do something if some event collateral to such contract does or does not happen. It is a contract in which the performance becomes due only upon the happening of some event which may or may not happen. Okay, so this contract is dependent on a future uncertain event which may or may not happen, which is quite contrary to a absolute contract. Okay, for example, A contracts to pay rupees 10,000 if he is elected president of a particular association. This is a contingent contract. The essential characteristics of a contingent contract may be listed below. Firstly, there must be a contract to do or not to do something. Secondly, the performance of the contract must depend upon the happening or non-happening of some event, and the happening of the event is uncertain. Okay, so these are a few conditions. We'll continue with these conditions. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Okay, take 2 more minutes, go through this, then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Anyone? Okay, let's proceed. The rules regarding contingent contract are as follows. First one, contingent contract depend on the happening of an uncertain event. Future cannot be enforced until the event has happened. If the event becomes impossible, such contracts become void. Let's say, for example, an insurance contract. An life insurance contract will be enforceable only when a person dies. Okay, so unless a person dies, the contract is not enforceable. Second one, where a contingent contract is to be performed if a particular event does not happen. Performance can be enforced only when happening of that event becomes impossible. Okay, if a contract is contingent upon how a person will act at an unspecified time, the event shall be considered to become impossible when such person does anything which renders it impossible that he should so act within any definite time or otherwise than under further contingencies. The contingent contracts to do or not to do anything if an impossible event happens are void whether or not the fact is known to the parties. Okay, so if you make a contingent contract to perform any impossible event, like for example, the hero in Hindi movie says, I'll get you the stars or I'll get you the moon. Those are impossible events and those contracts are void and they cannot be enforceable. Okay, please take 2 minutes, go through this and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. Take about a minute more. Take about a minute more. Okay, let's proceed. Question number 8. Explain the concept of misrepresentation in matters of contract. Sohan induced Suraj to buy his motorcycle, saying that it was in a very good condition. After taking the motorcycle, Suraj complained that there were many defects in the motorcycle. Sohan proposed to get it repaired and promised to pay 40% cost of repairs. After a few days, the motorcycle did not work at all. Okay. Now Suraj wants to rescind the contract. Decide giving reasons whether Suraj can rescind the contract. Okay. Now the question again, explain the concept of misrepresentation in matters of contract. Sohan induced Suraj to buy his motorcycle, saying that it was in a very good condition. After taking the motorcycle, Suraj complained that there were many defects in the motorcycle. Sohan proposed to get it repaired and promised to pay 40% cost of repairs after a few days. The motorcycle did not work at all. Now Suraj wants to rescind the contract. Decide giving reasons whether Suraj can rescind the contract. Answer. Okay, misrepresentation. According to Section 18 of the Indian Contracts Act 1872, misrepresentation is when a person positively asserts that a fact is true when his information does not warrant it to be so, though he believes it to be true. So when a person says that this is true, but he knows or he does not have information to prove that it is true. 2. When there is a breach of duty by any person which brings an advantage to the person committing it by misleading another to his prejudice. Okay, so when there is a breach of duty by some other person, and because of such breach of duty, the other person has some disadvantage. 3rd, when a party causes, however innocently, the other party to an agreement to make a mistake as to the substance of a thing which is subject to an agreement. So when the one party makes the other person commit another mistake very innocently about the subject matter of a contract, of an agreement, that is also misrepresentation. Alright? Okay, please take about 2 minutes, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, any questions? Shall we proceed? Okay, now coming to the second part of the question, let's discuss this. Now, Sohan induced Suraj to buy his motorcycle, saying it was in a very good condition. Okay, so there is a misrepresentation. Even though it was not in a good condition, Sohan induced Suraj to buy his motorcycle, saying that it was in very good condition. After taking the motorcycle, Suraj complained that there were many defects in the motorcycle. So far, Suraj is okay. Okay, Suraj took the motorcycle, he complained that there were many defects. Then when Sohan got to know about this, Sohan proposed to him that, you get it repaired and 40% of the cost of repairs I will pay you. And okay, so Suraj agreed to this. So this was the mistake which Suraj made. Now, if when Sohan made him the offer that 40% cost of repairs he will bear, so Suraj should not have agreed to it. But because he agreed to it, he also becomes a party to such a default or misrepresentation, and hence Suraj cannot rescind the contract. Okay. Now Suraj cannot rescind the contract because he had agreed for Sohan to pay 40% of the repairs. If he had not agreed, then he could have rescinded the contract. Okay. Are we clear? Okay. Question number 9. X, a minor, was studying in MCom in a college. On 1st July 2019, he took a loan of rupees 1 lakh from B for payment of his college fees and to purchase books, and agreed to repay by 31st December 2019. X possesses assets worth rupees 9 lakhs. On due date, X fails to pay back the loan to B. B now wants to recover the loan from X out of X's assets. Referring to the provisions of the Indian Contract Act 1872, decide whether B would succeed. Okay, the question here again, X, a minor, was studying in MCom in a college. On 1st July 2019, he took a loan of rupees 1 lakh from B for payment of his college fees and to purchase books, and agreed to repay by 31st December 2019. X possesses assets worth rupees 9 lakhs. On due date, X fails to pay back the loan to B. B now wants to recover the loan from X out of his assets. Referring to the provisions of Indian Contracts Act 1872, decide whether B would succeed. Alright? Now, answer. Yes, B can proceed against the assets of X. According to Section 68 of the Indian Contracts Act 1872, if a person incapable of entering into a contract, or anyone who is legally bound to support, is supplied by another person with necessaries suited to his condition of life, the person who has furnished such supplies is entitled to be reimbursed from the properties of such incapable person. Such a loan given to X for his necessaries suited to the conditions of his life of the minor, his assets can be sued to reimburse B. Okay, so yes, his assets can be used to reimburse B. Okay, take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, any questions? Please take another minute. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, and there is another thing I need to inform you about. 1 second. Just a second. Huh? Okay, there was another important information I needed to share with you. Okay, now Unacademy is bringing to you for your May 21 attempt a special package called Yodha, where you have the top educators of Unacademy taking these live batches. Okay, for your CA intermediate attempts. The names of those educators are in front of your screen. Just give me a second. Hello Kasem, how are you? Okay, the names of the educators are in front of you. Okay, so we have the top educators of Unacademy taking this session, and it's starting on 14 December. So you can subscribe today using my code to the Plus platform of Unacademy. That is Prathik, Prathik. You can use my code and subscribe to the Plus platform of Unacademy and get an instant discount of 10% on the listed price. All right. Now here is a little bit more information about this group, about this course on the Plus course. It is called the Yodha May 21 complete course for CA Intermediate Group 1, where the top educators are going to take it up. It starts on December 14th, and this course, top educators will cover the subjects of the CA Intermediate. The course will be helpful for the aspirants of CA exams. Learners at any stage of their preparation will be beneficial by this course. Then you also have the Yodha May 21 complete course for CA Intermediate Group 2, which you can use, which you can also access for your preparation of Group 2 of the CA Intermediate examinations. This also starts on December 14th. So you please subscribe to the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible, and you can use my code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% when you subscribe to the Plus platform. Just to recollect why the Unacademy Plus subscription. Firstly, we have the best educators in India. Secondly, the 100% live interactive classes. You can ask your questions, queries and doubts and discussions right there when the class is going on, and your educators will be happy to answer your doubts. Live doubt solving sessions, recorded sessions with unlimited views. You have live as well as recorded sessions with unlimited number of views. Whenever you want to view them, you can view them. The one subscription for CA Foundation and Intermediate course. So in the Plus platform, there is just one subscription which covers both your CA Foundation and the intermediate examination. And lastly, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Okay, so looking at all these benefits, I strongly urge and recommend you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, here are the packages costs right in front of you. Please remember the packages are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. The 1 month package normally costs about 3,500. The 3 months package costs about 8,750. 6 months 14,000. 12 months 17,500. And 24 months 21,000 rupees. Now please remember these are the listed price. So once you use my code, that is Prathik, Prathik, you get an instant discount of 10% on these prices. So the prices for the 1 month package becomes 3,150. The 3 month package becomes 7,570. 6 months becomes 12,600. 12 months becomes 15,750, and the 24 months package becomes 18,900. Okay, so you see, you save immediately 10% when you use my code. Okay, so I look forward to all of you subscribing to the Plus platform of Unacademy and joining and becoming a part of this Yodha course, May 2021 course for the CA Intermediate students. All right, with this, I would like to end the session today. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and I will see you soon tomorrow. Okay, with a lot of special classes and a lot of YouTube sessions.